Hi everyone, welcome to my home. I'm so glad you're here. I wanted to give you a tour today of my living room and kind of explain why I chose things and give you guys tips. As you enter, I have this piece of art from Stephanie Hirsch. I love her work, and for me what it represents is, of course, the idea of being limitless, but I do live in California, so the surfboard kind of brings that in, the very beautiful lips. I just love all of those juxtapositions together, and I think it's a really nice way to greet people. And I also have a picture here that my dad had on his office. So he was a college professor of sociology at an army fort, Fort Ord, California. And so that just kind of reminds me of him and all that he was able to accomplish, Indian immigrant coming to America. So come on in. I have dressed the part for you guys today. I designed this room and tried to match my outfit today for you guys in the spirit of Bombay in the 1920s. Bombay meets maybe out of Africa and a brandy library. I know it's a lot of references, but I just wanted to show you guys that you can pull from anywhere when designing a room. You can pull from movies, you can pull from history, you can pull from books, and all of that imagination can inform how you design your room. This room in particular is the formal living room. It's the first thing people see when they walk in, and for me it was really important to reflect both of my cultures. I am half Indian, and so I took Indian doors, painted them white, and made a swing out of the doors. That's kind of the center point of this room. The wallpaper is from a store called Walnut in Los Angeles. Because it's a smaller size room, I wanted something light and bright that gave that feel of being in a Bombay library with your glass of brandy. The elegance is really what captured me, and also that it looks hand-painted. I love with nature bringing that inside. I think it really complements a lot of the masculine furniture that I selected. So for a lot of my viewers, I know it's hard to pick wallpaper. If you can think in opposites, which is a lot of times what I do when I'm dressing, masculine and feminine is a way that I love to dress, but it's also an important way to dress your room. Another thing I wanted to mention is that this coffee table, the chairs, the little African table over there, I purchased all of these pieces without ever having moved or even seen this house. So when you guys see something, when you're designing your dream home, you don't have to be that precious with how you pick your furniture. It will work out if you love it. That's what I strongly, strongly believe. The table, like I mentioned, I got before I even bought this house. It just had that feel of the energy and the vibe that I wanted for this room. It's actually storage, so you can open it and put in blankets and books. These African masks are really important to me. They were given to me by a girlfriend from college. She went to work in Kenya with her family after she graduated, and that touch of mixing cultures is something that not only really represents who I am, but it also represents what I wanted in this room, which is India by way of the world. This lunchbox that my father used when he was a little boy in India. It's super cute. You take the spoon out. The kids used to bring the rice in the bottom, and then the curry, or if they didn't have that much money, it would be lentils, dal, in the top. So you take it off, and the rice goes in there. And then you take this top off, and you would put the lentils or the curry in the top. And that was his lunchbox growing just love it. It's very special to me, as you can tell, which is why it's on display in our formal living room. I collect wooden pieces from Germany, particularly their Christmas ornaments and their Christmas decorations. If you haven't seen wooden pieces from Germany, they're just fabulous. And this clock I got when I went to Frankfurt. I went on a trip with my staff several years ago to visit the hospital, the US hospital in Frankfurt, Germany. And I stopped and bought this. So, you know those pieces when you travel and you just rest your eye on them, that they make you feel like you're at home? Even that's one of these pieces. I absolutely love it. It's something that I do all the time. I make scarves that I have into pillows. It's the easiest thing in the world. You just buy some fabric for the back of it. You can take it to your local dry cleaners and you can buy the inside on Amazon. This one is to enjoy this gorgeous print. It really brings life to a room. One of my favorite pieces in the entire house, not just this room, is this light that I got from the MoMA gift shop in New York City. So as you can see, it's not attached to the wooden plaque at the bottom, and the electricity is just what is making it go around and around. It will continually rotate above the block, not touching it. And to me, it's just magic. If a child sees it, it reminds them of Tinkerbell. Another favorite personal item for me is this little guy that I got in Memphis at the Martin Luther King Museum. I was traveling there alone for work, and what I learned to do, what I learned to give to myself when I go to all these different cities, find a museum, see if they offer private tours, and I end up learning so much, not only about the culture of where I'm at, which normally when you're working, you can just, go to your meetings and then go directly to your hotel and miss it all. So not only am I learning about the culture of where I'm at, I'm making connections and friendships through these guides that I'm having fantastic tours with. So at the end, I treated myself, which is someone else's trash can be someone else's beauty. Another piece is this little coffee table. Some sites you go on can charge you so much. For me, the beauty is how raw it is that it was made by hand, but also, again, bringing all these cultures in and making it really eclectic, yet chic, is something that was very important to me. So this chair is one of those pieces that I bought before I even knew I was moving. That's how much I loved it. It's just like the classic library from the 1920s. Because this side of the house gets the beautiful sunsets. So I put my, whatever it might be, my glass of what I'm drinking here on this little Goyard suitcase that my best friend Edward gifted me for my birthday one year. And just really enjoy. This chair can so quickly take one back to that era of a time gone by, that Bombay sapphire. So this is my formal living room. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope that you came away with a few tips that you might be able to utilize for yourself while you're designing your space that brings you comfort and relaxation, and most importantly, some serenity that we could all really use during these times. It's all about combining different elements from your travels or from where you'd like to travel, things that are personal to you, things that are important to you, and then just balancing them. So next time I will show you my office. Bye guys.